All right, now to the NFL Draft. 1 week from tonight, we're going to debut our 5-part Draft Dreams series. We showcase local players who hope to hear their names called. And Kyle Pitts from Archbishop Wood, he is definitely going to go in the first round. Top 10, maybe top 5. We sat down with him for an exclusive interview this week, and he shared a moment as a kid that really impacted him, and it involves a pair of former Eagles QBs. That's tonight's Talk of Philly Sports.
The Talk of Philly Sports, brought to you by First Trust Bank, official bank of the Philadelphia Eagles.
That was September of 2012. Then Eagles quarterback Michael Vick and Ron Jaworski, they raised $200,000, all of it, to make this field in Hunting Park more playable for kids like the North Philly Aztecs, a Pop Warner football team. And one of the players that was on that team, it's pretty amazing, Kyle Pitts.
Mike Vick he did a field down at the Aztecs, and he poured into the community, making it better.
Shovels in the ground led to this moment. Vick spent time having a catch with the kids, and that is a moment that meant the world to Kyle, who at the time was just a 7th grader.
When I met him, it was, he was a childhood favorite of mine, so meet him in person, throwing with him helping my Pop Warner team, it's pretty special.
It makes you feel amazing. Actually gives me chills because, that's a prime example of, just the generational changes that we can control. If I could, lend a football field some time and not just money to help a kid dream and be able to accomplish his dreams in life, that's what it's all about.
Touchdown again, Pitts.
Yes, Kyle will be very successful. He's one of the top-rated players in the entire draft. And Vick, he was a top pick in the draft himself. He has certainly taken notice.
Kyle's one of the best. He's different. He's Travis Kelce. He's George Kittle, all wrapped in one.
And wherever Kyle goes, he hopes to make an impact on the 2 places that helped to mold him, the Aztecs and his Archbishop Wood high school team.
Wood, the Aztecs are the 2 places that are, significant to me, and I always they helped me to get where I'm at, so I want to help them get better.
This is a success story that I hope a lot of people gravitate to and follow, and it wasn't just me. It was, and Ron, probably 30% us, but it was 70% Kyle Pitts staying on the right track and doing it the right way, and let's just hope kids follow that path.
All right, let's welcome in Eagles great Ron Jaworski, and it's amazing seeing that video from almost a decade ago with you and Michael Vick and your foundations giving hundreds of thousands of dollars for Vick Field for the Philadelphia Aztecs, and one of the kids there at the ribbon cutting, Kyle Pitts, is going to be one of the top picks in the draft. How special is that?
Yeah, John, it's remarkable. To see Kyle Pitts not only perform at the high school level or the Little League level with the Hunting Park Aztecs, but then, at Archbishop Wood, then he goes to Florida, and all the good things that he has done is just remarkable as a player. And I am so proud that we were able to play a small part in his development by putting a new field over at Huntington Park through my Jawsey's playbook and the Michael Vick team as well, his foundation. So,
well, it was going to be the perfect storyline if he was drafted by the Eagles. He could actually play in the city where that field was. But when you saw the Eagles move back from 6 to 12, are you now thinking that dream is done?
Yeah, I would think so. He's a top 5 player. And when I look at him on tape, John, my eyes pop out of my head. This guy is 6'6", 245 pounds, runs a 4.40. He can play anywhere. Wide receiver, tight end, in the slot, out the backfield. He can do everything, and that's what you want in a football player.
All right, so what did you think of them moving back? Do you agree with that, with what came out of it when you have a guy like Pitts there?
Yeah, and Jamar Chase will probably likely be there at 6 as well. Those are 2 guys that I absolutely love outside some of the quarterbacks that I've broken down. But clearly, I think Howie made a really good move. He moved 6 spots from 6 to 12 and picks up another #1 next year. So I think it was a good move.
All right, so when you read the Athletic article that came out recently, and it depicted a lot of dysfunction within the Eagles, since you're very close with your Eagles organization, what did you think of a lot of the things in that article?
I'm very close to just about every person that was mentioned in that article, and I know the quality of the people that they are. I know how much every single person cares about winning and cares about their teammates and their organization. Sometimes things get out of control. And sometimes there is an organizational failure. It's not one person. I know how much, Doug Peterson wanted to win. I know how much Howie Roseman wants to win and Jeffrey Lurie wants to win, how much the fans of Philadelphia want to see this team win. But it just got a little bit out of control. And unfortunately, some people paid dearly for it. But when things like this happen, you have to move ahead. You got to look back, and I don't normally not say don't look back, but don't look back, move forward, and let's learn from what happened and make this team a better football team.